Breaking news. Just released more of Hillary Clinton's emails, 8, 9 of 16. Listen to Tom Fitton talk about Hillary and Hannah. And hold on to your hat, folks, because you will get a rude awakening on these emails and the information that Tom will be sharing. The link to the full story will be in the description below. Please leave a comment on what you think of the scandal emails that are going on.
Huma emails, and these Clinton emails are emails that she did not turn over to the State Department and the American people. Now, you may recall under oath in our case, she said as far as she knew, all of her government emails had been turned over from her non-state account. Well, that's not the case, because the latest batch today that we're releasing shows 44 new email exchanges that were not previously turned over by Mrs. Clinton, which now raises questions again about what she told the court under oath. And as far as we know, we have 171 new Clinton emails that Judicial Watch alone has uncovered, not Congress and not the media. And what's in the new Clinton emails? Well, she's communicating with her pollster about NATO and piracy. Don't you love that? Mark Penn sends her an email about NATO and piracy, so that's where she's getting advice from. Also, we find advice from the head of Morgan Stanley, a major league Clinton Foundation donor who wanted to meet with her and talk shop on China. And also, we found an email from a Clinton donor in Cleveland, who wanted a friend of hers hired. And Mrs. Clinton demanded that Abedin follow up and report back to her on how that was being handled. Also, lots of interesting information in the Abedin material. These are the emails that Abedin had herself, and they show the Clinton Foundation was working hand in glove with the State Department, the Clinton State Department, to get people placed and to do favors for Clinton Foundation friends and donors. Doug Band, who was the top official at the Clinton Foundation for the Clinton gang, sends an email to court Abedin asking that it's, quote, important to take care of, and they redact the name. Why do you think it's important to take care of this person? Obviously because they're a donor. And Abedin tells her, don't worry, personnel has been sending him options. Well, isn't that nice? The Clinton Foundation gets this. Also, there's a big league Clinton donor, a billionaire, Gilbert Chagoury, who Band demanded be put in touch with the State Department's Lebanese representative. Band notes that Chagoury is key guy there in Lebanon and to us. Well, of course he's a key guy to them because he was giving money to the foundation. And he insisted that Abedin called the ambassador, Jeffrey Feltman, to connect him to Chagoury. Unbelievable stuff. He gave, Chagoury gave $1 to $5 million to the Clinton Foundation, and he pledged $1 billion to the Clinton Global Initiative. So Chagoury also has a checkered history. He was convicted of money laundering back in 2000. So this is not the type of person you probably want communicating too closely to anyone in the State Department, but if you're the Clinton Foundation, you get it in. Now, you know, Mrs. Clinton, in order to get appointed, because both Democrats and Republicans were concerned about her connections to the Clinton Foundation and the business interests of her husband and the speech making and everything, and she promised that she would stay out of it. And this is the letter that she wrote. For the duration of my appointment as secretary, if I am confirmed, I will not participate personally and substantially in any particular matter involving specific parties in which the Clinton Foundation or the Clinton Global Initiative is a party or represents a party. How does that fit in with the Clinton Foundation's top guy talking to her chief of staff and deputy chief of staff and top officials in the State Department in her office to get favors for donors and supporters of the Clinton Foundation? It broke her promise, a promise she made to Democrats who were concerned about it and Republicans who were concerned about it, and yes, even to President Obama. So this is, again, more shocking information out of the Clinton Foundation emails, and that Judicial Watch is the one uncovering this. It's just incredible that Judicial Watch is the one finding this information. And if our litigation wasn't happening, what would be going on? And so this is why it's important you keep on tracking our work, and if you're supporting our work, this is what you get. You get this key information and accountability no one else is able to get, because Mrs. Clinton thinks she's above the law, and she tried to hide these emails from the American public. Why weren't they turned over? Were they deleted? Did she miss them? I don't know. And of course, Huma Abedin had these emails in her separate email system too on this Clinton email server. So there's a lot more coming out. We're getting new batches of documents almost every month. So there's just going to be more drips and drabs of this Clinton email material. Again, new Clinton emails, and this is in addition to the new emails the FBI has recovered as part of this investigation, and it will be produced to Judicial Watch and litigation. So, oh boy, this is not over. And along the lines of the Clintons, we have a major new report from our chief investigative reporter, Micah Morrison, out today on our website. It's called The New Tammany Hall, New York in the Age of Corruption. And it talks about Mayor de Blasio and how Clinton cronies are carving up the city. And there's a major developer up in New York, Bruce Ratner, who again is close to the Clintons, close to de Blasio, and he's involved in had been involved in a development called Atlantic Yards, using all sorts of taxpayer money, both I think federal and local and state. And you've got Russian connections, you got Chinese visa connections, you've got corruption connections in New York, and I think Ratner's company even is the landlord for the Clinton campaign's office headquarters. So this report by Micah Morrison is well worth reading. It raises questions again about whether there's a new Whitewater type scandal up in New York, and whether again taxpayers are being gouged by the Clinton gang through illicit connections in a state where the rule of law is secondary to the political and financial interests of the politicians running things up there. And if you've been following New York politics at all, you know there have been several Republican and Democrat corruption scandals done, and it's torn the state apart, at least politically. And Mrs. Clinton is the former senator from New York and a big player up there. Looks to be more involved than she probably wants you to know. So that's why it's important that you go to our website and read the new Tammany Hall, New York in the Age of Corruption. It's on our front page. Also, you can look at all the emails we uncovered on our website from Hillary Clinton and Huma Abedin. You know, we may have missed something, so go ahead and look at them all and let us know if we missed something important that you think ought to be highlighted. So there are hundreds of them. So thanks for the attention and the special support. And I encourage you, those of you who are already supporting us, to keep it on, and those of you who aren't supporting us, this anti-corruption work is essential if we want accountability in government. And if you don't trust politicians to do the right thing unless they're watched, then you're going to want to support Judicial Watch. So thanks again. I'll talk to you later this week. Hi, Tom Fitton with Judicial Watch here with a special update on new Clinton emails that we just uncovered and released today. These emails come from the emails produced to the State Department by Huma Abedin, who are Deputy Chief of Staff at the State Department, later became